Did I do it? I did. YouTube? Nice. Right, let's be nerds. What were we doing? We were gonna try and get a tiny bit of water here. But I don't know if I want to do it by depositing it or mopping. And then trying to get a small bottle instead. Let's see. So for example, that's 33 grams. That one is 37. So is there any that low? There's one that's 80. Ah, perfect. Right, you relocate to there. How much is here? Overpressure is at 2,000 grams. So how much liquid can actually be there? I don't actually know, but it's working. It's definitely working. It might hesitate every now and then, but it's definitely working. Is there any, like, low amount? That's being relocated. 81 grams? Do you think that would work? I want to put a tiny bit extra, but I don't know if it's because the oxygen's coming out. I mean, it works, so let's cancel that. This is working great. It's very hot in there, though. Let's put some wood in here instead so we can change this recipe. How much refined carbon do we have? We have a decent amount. But I do like that we have cooled oxygen here. So we've got a lot of very cold oxygen. If we wanted to, so I don't know if we do, we could vent the whole map and just then open this tank. And it would be perfectly filled with breathable oxygen. That would be interesting. I've never done that before. Oh, did they relocate it? Right. Can someone come deconstruct that brewer so I can see? Then empty that bottle, please. If that goes there, I think I've just vacuumed this middle bit. Why we needed the middle bit vacuumed, I don't know. Oh yeah, for the, so it doesn't do heat exchange. So what's the pressure doing here? Hey, Shifty, how you doing? Welcome in. It is actually a vacuum. Yeah, that actually works. Katie, congrats on getting first 80 times and welcome in for 374 streams. Nice, that worked. Also looks like we're drawing too much power. Because the hydrogen is very low. Are we still shipping the diamond? We are. Day 2 of the garage sale, so I can't stay, but wanted to pop in and say hi. No worries, Katie. I hope it goes well. Peggy, welcome in. How you doing? Don't leave me here with Bob. Peggy got bored yesterday. I'm good, thanks. How's Bob? Doing good, thanks. I'm currently feeling out whether I did too much at the gym, but I won't be back at the gym till Monday now. So I thought I'd do a little bit extra. Bored? Who said bored? You said you had no one to talk to and stuff like that, so I was like, uh-oh. A bored Peggy is a dangerous Peggy. Right, let's get rid of that. These are 480 each. If we can manage to run them, I'm happy with it. But I don't know if there's too many of them. Wait, I'm always a dangerous Peggy. Right. I'm trying to think what's our next project on this planet. I want to do the nuclear reactor. Because we've got some enriched uranium. Oh, where's all our steel gone? Metals. Gold. Iron. What color is steel? That. So they're all, that's, I don't know why we did that, but. Because if I want a nuclear reactor, we kind of need some steel. Peggy signing in for 364 streams. But to get more steel, we need more diamond on the main planet. Which, how much do we currently have over here? 0. Are they filling this up? Is that where it's going? Yes. Power consumption... Is there only 6? How are we not using power? What are they not doing they're supposed to do? Oh, there we go. It's back up to 11. It looks like neither of these are running. So let's clear this out. Boom. How's our fish doing? So they're crowded. They're fine. They ate from a feeder, and then there's that guy at the end. So... she's a shulker noise. Do we want the eggs to go somewhere? I'm not sure if we want the eggs to go somewhere. Drecos? Nope. Let me just see. What would happen if I turned this all back on? What's our power consumption? 40, 15. But we need some uranium ore, which I don't think we have. No. Because these are only 50 per cycle. I don't even think this is worth it. We need more power on the other planet. Brother. Yeah, I don't think it's even worth it to have this on this planet. It's so, like, weak. It only really makes sense to do it on this planet. But this planet needs more power. But to get more power, we need more steel. To get more power, we need more diamonds. Are these all dead? Look at all the rovers down here. Ooh. We might need to attack that dude. Get rid of that one. Any more? Any more random rovers all over the place? There's another one. There's another one. I'm going to assume these are not working. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. That's another one. Bro, there's so many of them. The more you look, the more of them you see. Any in there? No. Share stream? Nah. Don't be too disappointed. This is a natural gas geyser, but I don't know if this will even give us enough power to run any of this stuff. How much does a natural gas geyser give us? 800. Right, let's get rid of that. I know that really annoys the people who play this game is when I manually click on everything. But if we can maybe open up this natural gas geyser. Have a good day, Katie. Appreciate it. Do we need to send them more steel? Because how much do we have on here? 25 tons. Plus all of this up here. I think we got to send them a bunch of steel to make this a nuclear reactor. Kit, good morning. How you doing? Welcome in for 36 streams. How you doing, Kit? Alright, what's in here? Iron? Which is the spaceship with here? So let's send them... Let's get rid of that. Because they're going to want rovers, but they're also going to want other stuff. I'm sleepy and going to bed now. No worries. Appreciate you being here though. I did think it was quite early for you. Where's the one that's the space of a rocket is blocked? Where? There? It's 6 a.m. I've been up since yesterday watching streams. Oh, you haven't gone to bed yet? You need to work on your sleep. Nope. Oh, I know. Yeah. It's not easy to fix sleep. But you'll probably find that your body will try and sleep more than you think you need sleep. That happens to me. If I like turn off all devices and just like lay in bed earlier than I would normally try and sleep, somehow I fall asleep. It's weird. Some nights it takes longer than others though. When's this next active? $51 cycles for that to go active. This one has 50 cycles going. This one I haven't seen do anything in ages. That's also dormant. So all of our liquid stuff is dormant. Oh, they did it. Right, so I want... so that is... 6, 12... 15 tons of steel. I'm also going to send them some iron. And they're going to send 2 rovers. Where's the spaceship? Why is that not done anything? We're going to have to send this one into space for a moment. It won't let me. What about you? Can you move? I normally just knock out, but out, not up. Forcing sleepy. I get you. I do get it. Right, so this one should unload. Why did this not pick up the iron? Is it because I never told it to? Right, so that's gonna send the iron. Very hot iron. Down to here. Isn't this gonna create a large amount of stuff here? Because it drops it here, then only picks up certain stuff and puts it in here. So we might need the opposite of this. Like here. Right? Yes. Let's fix this quickly with a gold mesh tile there. Right, since they're crowded, I can get rid of that. In fact, let's just do that. They're also crowded, so they don't need any of that. You're not crowded yet. Restart all of it, for sure, Peggy. For sure. Drecos? No. How many of these we have? Wait, did we not? Oh, we never did any of this. So what are they doing here? What are they turning into sand? Polluted dirt. They're turning the polluted dirt into sand. What if... Hear me out. What if we make liquid hydrogen and send that to the other planet to help them power? This might be a little bit hot. I'm glad we built the drywall out of ceramic though. Otherwise it would have overheated by now. Why is there 100? There's 100, what? GG? I don't entirely know. Isabella, appreciate the tier 3 for 8 months on a 6-month streak. That's very, very appreciated. Perfect. They're in the room, aren't they? No. We don't live together. It's only on a Tuesday and sometimes other days. Looked to the left for too long with a smile, got sus. What, looked at my blind? Or over here. This is my monitors. If I looked where she sits, it'd be over there. Other left. Oh, the webcam's reversed. It's flipped. Because if I put that hand up... Yeah. Hey, Judo. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm just thinking about building a nuclear reactor. To get some enriched uranium. We've just sent 15 tons of steel and a bunch of rovers to this planet. I'm usually there on Tuesdays. Yeah. Brilliant. We've just done all of that to send them some rovers, and they don't even need them. Right. Boom. And then... Please tell me that beacon is powered. Oh, it is. Look at this. That is so much stuff right there. Here's the whole find uranium. Uranium fever. Yeah, how you doing, Judo? What games you been playing recently? Have you been playing the RimWorld update? We're slowly building up our steel supplies. Been playing no games? Uh-oh. There's a piece of skin on the side of my finger that's really been annoying me, so I'm gonna pull it. There's Wordle on my wife's phone for 45 minutes on a plane count? I guess so, yeah. That's funny to picture though. Alright, where do we want to build a nuclear reactor? Is that actually off-putting? What happened to the stuff up here? On this switch? Where do we want to build a nuclear reactor? It's kind of a big building. I don't know where we would fit it best. I'm thinking over here. If I can somehow... What is this song about? Obviously uranium. Don't say that. But like, is it about the whole fact there was a big war? Or it was around the time of the war? No clue. Fair enough. Oh, there's a volcano in the way. What if we just did it up here? The only big place without volcanoes is maybe down here, but this is like quite full. Visibly full, unless we do this trick and like wall off, like fill that with walls. And push the water out of the way. That water, displacing that water would fill it quite high up though. Right, first things first, someone come kill that thing. Radiation poisoning. There can be up here. Right, that's not working. I'm trying to think where to put it. Why did you build that one first? We could maybe do it here, but there's a volcano right there, so I don't know if that's going to get in the way. Yeah, it will, for sure. We could maybe fit it here. But it does mean... Yeah, that should be enough room up here. Just to keep that area there safe. I'll do that there. This doesn't need to be insulated. Maybe only that bit to keep that in there, the right stuff. But this is in space. You don't need to insulate space. For a second then, I thought it changed the angle it all was. That was really weird for a second then. Oh, also, this always makes me feel really good. Before stream, so I went to the gym, went to the shop. Oh, I've got a story about the shop as well. Went to the shop, then... Actually, I'm going to quickly tell them not to do that top layer. Went to the shop, came back, did all the washing up, which is really nice to get that done because that's been there a couple of days now. And then sat down to stream. If I have things... Oh, and I put the washing machine on. If I have too much outstanding right before stream, I don't enjoy stream as much. Because all I'm thinking about is the stuff I've got to do. Let's wall... So we'll do that. I kind of want an airlock. Stuff to do be the worst. It's definitely the worst. Do. I was expecting that. I still do it. Okay, let's try and make an airlock over here. It doesn't need to be a ridiculous one, but just an airlock. So if we did that. Right, relocate that to there. Are the rovers actually helping? Yes, they are. Nice. Good rovers. What was the question? Yeah, so at the shop, I managed to get about 2.5 kilograms of turkey mince for a tenner. I was very happy with that. 1.5 kilograms of it is in the freezer. Ooh, indeed. That is a absolute grab. Normally they put the 500 gram ones on there, like 3 of them for a tenner if they're gonna go out of date soon. But nah, today, you know, went to go get some meat and whatnot. And then I see that and I'm like, no way. So I grabbed it. It didn't work at the checkout. It didn't actually apply any discount. So I was like to the staff member, I was like, hey, you've got an issue here. And they were like, oh, we've had other people complain about the same issue. How much would you like taken off of your basket? I was like, the discount. And they were like, yeah, but how much? I was like, what the discount's supposed to be? Like £3 or something like that, according to the shelf. So they took off £4, and I was like, bargain. How much would you like taken off your basket? I know. I said £3. I was probably the lowest amount that has been requested. Well, all of it, I know. But I went with £3 and they dealt with the rest. I just wanted they were like, how much do you want off? I'm like, however much is supposed to be taken off. What are you on about? I don't want extra off, just take off what you're supposed to already have off. You know? Could have gotten the whole thing for free. Nah, they wouldn't have allowed it. Definitely wouldn't have allowed it. But welcome in. How you doing? $110% discount. What's that made out of? Sandstone. So this is vacuumed. They can't get up there. Brilliant. And then we're going to have to try and get rid of all of this as well. I don't know the best way of doing that. Basically, I'm going to probably put a nuclear reactor over here. Wouldn't know unless you asked. Nah, they definitely wouldn't, because they took it off of the so they just found an item that was close to the price of the discount, what it was supposed to be, and they removed it. And I highly doubt they would just remove the whole basket and then give me a blank receipt and be like, okay, try and leave the store. Can I not deconstruct that? Oh, now I can. Like, I doubt the security guard would believe me. Like, why haven't you paid for any of this? Oh, it's a discount. What do you mean it's a discount? You have to pay for your product. Nah, it's a discount because there's free for £10 on the turkey. That's a quick trip to a cell. Well, maybe 40 years ago, that was a quick trip to a cell. Now it's just a, no one gets anything done to them. I did pay for my stuff, so I have a receipt. It's just nothing on it. That's where you use your... No. Right, let's mop and then sweep. Also, can no one demolish this? They demolished the other one. Why can't they demolish this one? Demolition skill. With a, yeah, thumbs up drawn on it. Right, Ruby or May? Skills. Ruby or May? So where's... Demolition is the top of the building one. Oh, there you go. Right, you have that and see how mad you get. They're not stressed, which is weird. I feel like they should definitely be at least a little bit stressed. Because I really haven't been treating them correctly. I want them to sweep this whole area. How do I get a little guy with my name on it? Oh, like a colony person? I don't know. I didn't do that. The only one I named after someone here was this funny looking dude. Because they are a balloon artist, but also an ugly crier. And I was like, that's hilarious. We're doing it. That's now called Zaps. What was their other stat? They had another one as well, which I thought was funny. Let's find them. They're unemployed, so they might just be lurking about somewhere. Let's find them. Where are you? They're in the bathroom. Bio. Oh yeah, ancient knowledge, bottomless stomach, charismatic, ugly crier, and balloon artist. And I was like, you know, it's the only one I've named. I don't even think they were here for it. Look at them. Anyway. Do you want one named after you? Right, these will be all but sweep only. Copy settings, boom. True, welcome in for 357 streams. True, would you like to lose at Dota later? I will tell you why I'm mad about yesterday. So yesterday, I was like, right, time to rank up. I'm gonna do the characters I don't particularly like playing, but I know that I can win with. I get 20 minutes into the first game, and our mid laner just leaves and doesn't come back. And then we still longed it out to 55 minutes, which tells me if we had that mid laner who was actually doing really well, we would have won that game, but they just left 20 minutes in and didn't come back. So I'm now Herald again because of that game. After that game, it literally came up being like, Herald. And I was like, I can't win. Having mid laners is overrated anyway. Yeah, but if they've got mid laners and the team must like constantly disconnect. So we had it the other day, we had 2 games where our mid laner disconnected. I think it was 2 games. It was definitely 1. I feel like there was a second one where someone also just disconnected halfway through the game. Do we have any plastic? We do. Alright, this is definitely the correct way of doing this. Because I'm trying to drain this area. Mid is a rough lane, lots of pressure. If you make a mistake, you can cost your team. Yes, but if you disconnect and don't help anything, that's what really gets me, is when they just leave and don't come back. I avoid playing mid lane. I don't like the fact that if you lose your mid lane, it's almost the game's lost unless you can keep it together till the late game. That's where you can have a turnaround. I have played mid lane a lot in Dota. I have won quite a lot of the lanes. I have lost quite a lot of the lanes. But the one thing I do hold myself to when I play mid lane is if anyone calls for help on the map, I'm immediately there. So if one of the lanes is like, I need help, I go straight. There's no hesitation. But I feel like other mid laners who actually are decent at mid lane needs to learn that. Because they let their opponent run around the map killing their off lane and safe lane. And then they wonder why they've lost. Because both of the lanes have been lost. And they made a great mid, but they can't 1v5. Might start doing position 4. And just go straight for position 3 guide. I think that's the way to do it, honestly. The opponents do that. Late game, once you're like a higher rank, then the supports actually do support builds. But it's kind of hard doing 3 cores and 2 supports versus 5 carries or 5 cores. Because they won't stick to their support builds. So you might as well stop doing support builds. That day when I did a position 4, but as a position 3, that game went really well. I genuinely don't think we're supposed to I don't know, it's weird though, because you're not supposed to do that. I just can't find other games. I know, I'm done with Dota. I've been done with Dota since we had that game where we got griefed, I think, like 2 games in a row. We had someone disconnect, and then the next game was the one where we had the Primal Beast mid. And they griefed as well. And I'm like, what's the point in playing this game? But I think I'm gonna pick a hero and only play that hero. And that's gonna be Wraith King. Because Wraith King, I think, is one of the only heroes where I can repeatedly win it. I just prefer to play some of the other fun ones. I don't know. Yeah, you're just gonna start. Yeah. I think that's the way to do it, unfortunately. So I can always get it. I've seen some crazy Crystal Maiden players recently. Base looks fine. Still doing all this. Still no diamond. Is water going up or down? I'm not sure, but we're trying to save up on the water. Are you crowded yet? Yes. So now we can turn that off. Are you crowded? How are you crowded? There's only you and one other person in there. Oh, unless this counts as they're sharing the water. Everyone's so be come backfire. Yeah. Do you ever go for the Silver's Edge sword, the one that makes you invis for like 30 seconds? Because is that disabled by the ultimate? Or can you do it and then... Because I think there's another one where you can walk around with your ultimate running. Because I'm trying to think what would be better. Because I need to figure out a way with Brave King to get on top of them. Why has that not got any power? No way. We melted the power thing. You can move and use spells. Because that sounds quite powerful. If you use, like, your ult, and then just blink in. I don't know if that's possible. The issue tends to be if they have vision. You're done. What if you use BKB? Would that help? Dracos? Oh, Slickster. I think we want Slicksters somewhere. Because do they eat Slickster? What do they eat? And excrete crude oil. And then there's this one, which eats oxygen. And then there's this one, which eats carbon dioxide and makes petroleum. But that needs to be quite hot. So this one is actually in. So as long as it doesn't die immediately. That's carbon dioxide. Someone can go build that. Tried it, doesn't particularly help. Right. I still think Shadow is ridiculously powerful. As long as they use it correctly. Zaps, welcome in for 359 streams. Hey doing, Zaps. Plus with Shadow, you only really need 2 items to be insane. Blink and Glimmer. It's, yeah. The amount of times I've played against the Shadow, and it's just absolutely messed me up. Especially when they target you. Shadows love to target me for some reason. Apparently that can only go 4 tiles. Why? How you doing, Zaps? Only having two of them on this planet is kind of painful sometimes. This has almost vacuumed itself without us doing anything. But we'll help it along. Someone come get rid of that bleach stone. Lacking coffee? Uh-oh. Oh, please, someone get rid of that. Why are they not getting rid of that? There's nowhere to put it? What? Please, can someone pick up that bleach stone? Tundra, welcome in, how you doing? Stardust, welcome in, how you doing? Good to see you both. This is so much oxygen in there. Hello, Tundra. I hope this is enough room. It should be. They might need more rovers to speed up some of this work. So let's maybe send them some more. Let's send them 4. As long as... Whoops. Don't think we need to send them any other resources. Yet. That needs more petroleum. Stardust on a free stream streak. Very appreciated. What are the rovers doing? They're picking up granite. Is that for the building? Yeah, it is. I want the bleach stone gone. I don't know why they're doing this so painfully. Just so we don't waste power. Do I just delete this floor and then rebuild it? Yes. I'm not sweeping all of that up. That just saved so much sweeping. He wants to be a million. It's tagged as Battle Royale. I also went through and looked at, like, the game store last night. Right. They need to hurry up, though. The only problem with not having many people here is they take so long to do tasks. Right. Go away. I'll just wait. My desk wobbles so much with every movement. I don't know if it's the desk or the monitor stands. I don't know, but I've had this desk since I was about 14, so 12 years. Let's mop that as well. I think one of the issues is we don't have essential storage, so they have to go quite far to get the resources for building. So let's quickly tell them to dismantle that first. See if that gives them resources to build. That should speed it up. We've also very close to finishing all research. That will do burns liquid hydrogen to propel the rocket for long-range space exploration. Liquid oxygen tank. Stores liquid oxygen for burning as rocket fuel. Once we get that, I think we can just send someone through the tear. So I don't know whether we do that on this planet or not. The other planet seems easier to do that. If we do this, would it... And the room's too big. This is making me go insane. Is there just nothing there? I was looking through it the other day. There's literally, I couldn't find anything that was worth it. It's a weird time where there's like really not much out there. Game-wise, they're all just repeats of each other. I think, at least. Obviously, I really enjoy this game. This game's a lot of fun. Ah, here we go. Right. Go get us some more iron. Oh, perfect. They just filled that with the new rovers. Let's send that back over there. Right, they're almost done, and then we can, like, fully get this vacuumed. If we can vacuum this whole area, we can build the steam turbines over here. The nuclear reactor. Which will also help us over here. All the different popes. I even considered going back to Civilization, but those games took hours. It took like half a day to do one game on max speed. Plus, I think I've forgotten everything about how to play that game. Okay, almost done. Almost done. Alright, there we go. Now we do the gas vents. Like that. And then this should hopefully vent this whole place out. We can mop those three as well. Right. Old school RuneScape. I'm still yet to go near those kind of games. Right, here we go. Finally. How's it coming back in? Is it? No. Yeah, I'd stay away from RuneScape. They are a time pit. I just want a game that I can play like every now and then. Like, I don't have to play it daily. Otherwise, like, a group of 20 turns up and takes everything you've, like, worked towards. I also don't want a game where people constantly disconnect halfway through it, and it always seems to happen on your team. I don't remember the last time I had someone on the enemy team disconnect and not rejoin. It's literally just a, like, my team kind of thing. Also, I'm getting better at liquid locks, because look at this. That random piece, this door here is a liquid lock between this room and this room. I know, impressive. What are they doing? They're delivering wood to that. Do we not have enough? Oh, maybe we don't. There's 24,000... There's 24 tons of wood sat right there. in fairness, and MMORPG would kind of... MMORPG, what's that? Like, give me an example of a game. Please, listen. Like World of Warcraft. Don't think I've ever seen that. Most one you'd know. Yeah, no, I get you. We could literally, if we vented this map, we could fill it with perfectly cooled oxygen, if we wanted to. I'm not sure. I don't know, because there's a whole storyline and whatnot. I don't know, because it sounds like I didn't enjoy like the first Descendant and stuff like that. I enjoy those kind of games for a very short amount of time. And then it's very much very repetitive. I'm not able to just continuously grind out the same thing over and over and over. I'm not able to do that. It's not that I'm not like physically able to do it. Mentally, I can't sit there and do the same thing over and over and over again and still enjoy it. There we go. We pushed all the random bits of water out. Oh, right. Did they ever relocate that? No. Oh, we have 600. I didn't realize there was so much diamond in that. They're just fire. Oh, there you go. Right, we're down to MC grams. That one's actually making a partial vacuum. They're all making partial vacuums. That shows how little there is here. And collect, if that makes sense. Like, you get your character, you gotta level it up and all that. Yeah. I'm gonna do some priority 1 sweeping. So if there's... Look how many rovers we have. They just never have anything to do. Final Fantasy? I don't know what that one is. Have you seen Escape from Tarkov or something? I've been watching a content creator called Peanut play that. It's quite funny. I don't know if the game's funny or just that content creator. Can we run? I think on my laptop though. You need a new laptop. Right. Boom. And then I'm gonna do a sweep, priority 1. And everything except the cold biome. Right, that looks good. Priority 1, full map sweeping. Look at the rovers go. Let's actually, now that they've got something to do. Ooh, wait, if we're gonna sweep the whole map, let's quickly disable these and these. I'm gonna make a single item storage somewhere, maybe right in the middle. Deconstruct, priority 9, buildings. Alright, someone come build this. Why not do that? And then deconstruct buildings, priority 9. We won't need any storage here. Right, that should work. Let's send them some more rovers, because this is just fun at this point to have so many rovers. I don't know why I like rovers so much. Heavy watt conductive wire. Cycle can be funny, but the main part of it's kind of similar to ZZ. Shoot on sight? Yeah, that sounds like Daisy. Let's try and get some water in here. If we could fill this with some water, that'd be great. And I want some auto droppers. We can look at options later. It'll probably just be Dota. Dota with Wraith King, I guess. I don't know how to beat Wind though. Wind Ranger. Like there's a few of them which I still don't know how to beat. I'm gonna sweep priority 9 just to see what happens. Also, that could just go here. I should probably also move over here. Deconstruct that, and that. That automation will now link to that. Power-wise, I can just do that. Platformer games are fast and don't have to grind like RPG or MMO games. Same for racing games. Make it the case of Wind, you need to either stay with people or keep a dust of appearance on you. See, I've seen it the other day. It happened in the middle of our forest. Everyone was around and they were just invis and just killed someone. Like in the middle of our whole team. And I'm like, that must feel like pretty cool to be able to do that, but it's very annoying. Unless you get items specifically to disable them, but that's the support's role. Alright, here we go. I want that to be refined. And then that to be wood. Perfect. The rovers are doing stuff. Okay, back to priority 1 sweeping. I think we got pretty much everything on the map. I'm gonna leave the cold room Because I don't want them going in there and doing that. Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna just hop on it. With a quest line. Ah! We vacuumed this whole thing. Alright, time to deconstruct everything then. Power, we can get rid of the power lines. We're probably gonna need the big power line in here. I don't know if I did or not, but I feel like I just saw a fruit fly. If the weather has allowed you to live, I will have to buy some stuff to remove you. Another way it went. I think I saw a fruit fly. I don't know. Ooh, if... Cheers for that. A fruit. Fruit. I was just thinking there's normally more people here on a Friday. Oh, bruh. Someone ban Isabella. That's a joke. Don't self-ban yourself. Bye? No. You need more people? Well, I'm back. Welcome back. I don't need more people. It's just surprising recently. But I know this game isn't the most entertaining for everyone. Did I? I think I might have actually hurt my shoulder. I'm not sure. I just felt a little weird muscle movement. Hey, LJ. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope I didn't injure myself. Okay, I'll see you later. Bruh. LJ, welcome in for 243 streams. I might have hurt my shoulder. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring it out. I did a lateral raises for the first time today. It's those fruit flies. Exactly. Yeah, but today I tried lateral raises for the first time because someone was on the machine I wanted. I wanted the shoulder press. And the lateral raises is where you kind of stand straight and then you hold the cable in front of you and then you have to lift your arm all the way up to the side. And I hadn't done it before. I'd only ever done the shoulder press. That is a difficult movement. I had to have it on the lowest weight. I did do it once on the higher weight, but I looked like I was doing like 1980s disco moves with the hips. So I had to go back up, down a weight to make sure I could do the proper form. Catch you the bit, LJ. Appreciate you being here. So it's definitely interesting. Right, let me see. So if we put this here. I've not done this before, and I know these can go boom. So exciting. Most YouTube videos I've seen about this have said be very cautious when building these. But I'm a professional. I'd just be on CS. You were not the worst at that game. Right, let me find a build I should do, because I know I said I'm a professional, but let's see what build they have done. Because I think you need 10 steam engines. Steam engines? Steam turbines. Also, I don't know why I put that there. That should be over to the side more. Maybe in line with this. Where it's teams of 2. That would be good. No. What's it called? Uranium reactor. Oxygen not included reactor. That's a weird shape. Why have they done it that shape? Bear with, I'm just waiting for this YouTube video to load. Right, here we go. Does that work? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. It does have 10 steam turbines. They've done a weird design though. I kind of don't mind the look of it though. I don't know if we can fit it in here. So essentially, because we've got this out bit here, let's say this is the edge. And then we would need an insulated wall. 2 of them. So let's say here. Tune, by the way. So too high. Too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 missing in the middle. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, how does that work? It's because they haven't built this, have they? Okay, let's try and start it up here at the wider section. So let's say, we might need to get rid of this, but that's fine. Destroying nature for nuclear reactors is the way to go. Let's do that. Let me figure this out. So it's got wall, power. Someone please delete these ladders. We probably just put these back in because we're going to move those mesh tiles. Alright, these have all stopped working. I'm going to turn them off for a bit again. Whoops. Right, let's say this here's the bottom of it. I don't know if that is... Okay, let's do that. So, wall. They've done it with a 2 wide gap. Like that. How wide is a steam turbine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. So this needs to be 10. So that would be the turbines. And then here, oops, is the edge. A steam turbine is how tall? 3. And that will go like that. And then we could probably move this down by 1. No, because we have to mirror it, don't we? And then 3. Like that. 3 gap and mirror it. So what does that go out by? 11. And then that middle bit was... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Favoring that side. So that should be... like that. So far it fits. We're going to have to get rid of that, I think. We might need to move the bees. This nuclear reactor's huge. Yeah, and then the actual reactor will be here. We're gonna have to move the bees. But that's fine. We've got this line here ready for that. Where do we make the bees live? At least 3 wide. Cheers, Peggy. Deconstruct buildings, priority 9. Can someone delete that? Construction, priority 2. Priority 2. If the whole outside of this stays a vacuum, this doesn't need... Let's also keep this open for now, just to help us get in and out. Background buildings, priority 9. I'm basically gonna... Oh, it's so good having this many rovers. Especially with the amount of jobs we have for them. They're very useful. Save the bees. I'm going to try and save the bees. I can't remember if it's... I think it's better to provide them with uranium to enrich. Right, if this is going to stay a vacuum out here... Speaking of rovers... I don't need to move that. Okay, let's use... Etc. Welcome in for 127 streams. How you doing, etc.? Ooh, what else is in here? Is there any critters in here? No. There's this, which produces nothing important. There's this, which produces oxygen with carbon dioxide water. There's one of these, which makes some fruit. There's a lot of trees in there. Good to see you, etc. Is there another one of these? Like nature reserves? Oh yeah, look, there's one right here. And this one even has a pip in it. So what I'm going to do to this one just to keep it safe, we're gonna go. Get rid of that. We do that. That looks good. Right, because I want to keep that protected. It's like a little, because there's a pip in there as well. More rovers. You can never get too many rovers. More rovers. This is probably using half of my base's materials, but rovers. Right, what's your preferred temperature? Between negative 50 and 0. So I want you to be send green signal if above 0. Right, so we're gonna get a freezing tank of liquid soon. Perfect, look at this. A little area just perfectly protected. And let's make a new place for the bees. We'll do that. No, we'll do that. I want a small bottle of super coolant for both of these rooms. My preferred temperature is about 20 to 21. I think my preferred temperature would be 14 to 18 degrees with sun. I would prefer there to be some sun. That's a lot. Like cold temperature, but warm sun. Why is there so much of that? I'm gonna, no, cancel sweeping. Relocate that, please, to there. In fact, no, let's just relocate it to there. Rexy, welcome in for 141 streams. How you doing, Rexy? Good to see you. What is everybody's preferred temperature? About 18 to 20. I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks for asking. Why are these tiles constantly melting? I want someone to also relocate that. 70 degrees F? What is that in Celsius, do you know? I'm gonna add. About 20 C. I don't know, I feel like that's warm. Talking of. Come here, fan. Yeah. There's so many duplicates or dupes on that planet. Let me double check these two are alive. They are alive with no stress and plenty of food. They've been on this planet for how long? Probably the same amount of time as this has been there. What's your age? They've been on this planet for over 2,000 cycles without me doing anything other than just giving them food and oxygen. I'm back, welcome back. Drecos? No. I just want Drecos. Right, this planet is running out of a lot of stuff. One of them being diamond. But now we've got enough diamond to run this. And once we get the nuclear reactor up, we should be good. Definitely not the right song. Do you want me to cancel that out? Remove from queue. Add to queue. It's coming up next. Let me temporarily lock that door. And I need a small bottle to put there. You'll see why we do this in a minute. chose Lil Wayne when I did Ozzy Osbourne. No worries. Can someone relocate this? Thank you. Ugh. There we go. It's a shame the rovers can't do that kind of stuff, but I think the rovers are still tidying the map. I heard about that. I actually heard about that from Peggy. I know, it's been a bad couple of weeks, hasn't it? Where are they? They should be working. Right, they're back to working. Then we're gonna also vent that and that. Power, do we have a lower cable power nearby? We shall grab you. There we go. Once they mopped this, we can unlock that door. It looks like only they can mop. How did they manage to spill that much? Boo? Ah. Hello, Peggy on the YouTubes. Is this running at full power? Because nothing in the... Yeah, it is. Because nothing in the base is using up power. Did I do it? I did it. Body temperature low. What's your livable range? 50 to 100. I don't have anything that hot nearby. Maybe I do. I don't particularly want to heat up that room too much, though. Unless we do a double liquid lock outside of it, but that's slightly in the way. I could always move that over by one. Deconstruct that. Then we need to deconstruct buildings for them. Is this carbon dioxide going anywhere? No. I think it used to. Because I want it in here. Let's try and get it over this way. About here. And then ventilation. Boom. What temperature is that? 75. Right. We should be good. Back over here, see how they're doing with the building. They're still mopping. So that's auto now. Okay. This should empty these two rooms, and this should be a liquid lock. We need somewhere to put supercoolant. Let's break that off. Put a pump behind it. Or bottle emptier, sorry. And that's going to be where our supercoolant will go. Supercoolant. And we can sweep those two rooms. Ah. There we go. Right, that should vent these two rooms. We're going to fill them both with oxygen, and then we're going to add a cooling loop from here. So it goes up this way, back this way. What do we have for this? Thermally reactive. Whoops. We can cool the core of the rooms. Nope. Back to insulated. That should do. I'll set that back to priority 5, so they do other stuff as well. Let's go back to this one. Right, that would be there, over to there, over to there, into there. But I want that to be like that for a moment because I'm going to try and do a liquid lock. Preferably one that doesn't let in... How many tiles is here? Is it 8? 7. So if I deconstruct priority 9, get rid of that, plus that, I can move this over by 2. Someone could please delete that. It's so much better working on a planet with this many dupes. Because they do stuff so fast. Right. There we go. So we want a mini... one of these. Go into one of them. We need some power over here. Since it's temporary, we'll just do that. We need something on either side of this. Which isn't hot enough to do water, so we can actually fill that with water. Or put some water here. Move it out here. Mop, priority 9. Why is there 1.8 million rations right there? How's that happened? Right, relocate that to there. I don't understand how GG. No, I don't know why that's there. It must have got lost at some point. Right, they're full, so let me reconnect that. We're gonna need a lot more enriched uranium. Ooh, are these vacuums? Hey, we vacuumed it. Get rid of these random buildings. See if we can get the rovers to move some more of that stuff. But these are going to be little bee enclosures. If it works, of course. That one liquid cargo tank worth of supercoolant has been a ridiculous amount. Way more than I thought it was. Are you cold enough yet? Supercoolant at negative 0.6. Nice. I think to prime it, we're going to go slightly lower. Let's go negative 10. It's coming out at negative 14. Okay, that'll be good. So I think they prefer it that cold. Mood satisfied, unreachable. It just needs to be below 0. Alright, sweet. Priority 9. Oh, we also... Get rid of that. Have they not moved the water yet? Why would they not move the water? Do we still have the frozen stuff up here? We do. Relocate to there. They're doing it. I found a battle royale about beans. Life is complete. That's at negative 100. What have I done? I don't think you need to be that cold, man. Drekos. Nope. I've been trying to get Drekos for so long. Ooh, I'm gonna need the drop off, aren't I? Oh, they're picking up oxalite, I think. Hello. What is that? Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're going to be collecting all of this, because this is what's currently... Oh, no, wait. Also, we have 554 kilograms of oxygen. At 40... That would... I feel like that would cause some death. Okay, that can also no longer do that. Do we have any more polluted water? We do. I don't know why I questioned it like that, but we do. Right, you. I want more fish. Fill that with polluted water and let me forget about it. Look at the amount of eggs we have. So when we have seeds available, like, you can... These guys breed like crazy. Also, didn't I kill all of you? I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be here. Is it because that was in there? Right, get rid of those. Get rid of those. I need that wire gone, but they're all doing combat, aren't they? Right, now they should be gone, right? What's Valorant? Basically CS, but with abilities. Right, got you. Sounds like so much fun. Gas vent. Priority 9. Both of those. Plumbing. Let's start cooling. Oh, wait. Let's not start cooling. Appreciate that follow. Welcome in. How you doing? They haven't built this bit. So let's get them to build that priority-wise. As well as those two. It's not fun. Nah. I'm struggling with PvP games at the moment. I very much enjoy them. But most of the time, I think the people who win shouldn't have won. My last Dota game, for example, our mid laner, say cultured. Our mid laner just left the game like 10, 20 minutes in. No, it would have been like 10 minutes in because they were level 9. They were higher level than the opponent. They were going to the side lanes and helping out. And then they just left. Didn't come back. And I'm like... Yeah. It's quite irritating sometimes. But it could be worse. Right, we need to get this temperature down quickly. So I think once it's pretty full in here, and they've done these two. Why did they stop? Why didn't they build these two? Alright, that is more than enough. Let's get rid of those. Ah, perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Right. That's going to go up there and start cooling these rooms down once it's below 0. Which if we check this, so it's going to go in at -10. The room's about 40 or 30, 40. What's it going to come out at? Goes in at -10. I imagine it's going to come out at maybe like 20. $21 I saw. The first one I saw was 21 and it immediately cooled it down. Very efficient. Look at that. It's already cold enough. Almost. It just needs to, like, stabilize with the room. Once the room stabilizes at the right temperature, we're good. Yeah, there's barely any change. I'm gonna do if it's above -5. To hope that it will stabilize better. Right, this whole room looks the right temperature. Yes. Right, you. Priority 9. Copy to there. Priority 8. Max is going to be 1 to begin with. Or maybe 2 to begin with. Depends how many we can get from over here. Right. Deconstruct. Priority 9. Those two. We're going to try and get in here. Also, this is going to be a big steam engine over here, by the way. Also, we want a way to give them uranium. So maybe once... Maybe just chuck that there. And then there could be 3 on each, maybe. Ah, we're in. Right, so... They should pick a place between each one of these. Oh my... We just filled this whole thing after vacuuming it. We literally just vacuumed that whole thing. And now it's no longer vacuumed. Yeah, this whole thing's full of oxygen. Hopefully it's not enough and it goes on its own. And we've locked that door. Ah, that's painful. It's fine. Can't do anything about it now. Uranium ore, priority 9. Copy to there. VAT priority 5. No, 8. Don't know why these are all set really high. Ah, that's so annoying. We vacuumed that whole thing out. I wish we could sweep a specific thing. Because I don't know if we have uranium ore in here. No, we don't. Oh, what if we switch that to sweep only? With a high priority, would they still go pick it up? I know the bees are really slow. Does it, oh, can you not get there? No, you can get there. You can go up too. Someone go open that. Oh, you're getting uranium ore. That's about 5 tons right there. Right. I want to get some bees in here so we can figure out if this actually works. I can't believe I got 2.5 kilograms of turkey mince though. For a tenner. Unfortunately, everything else was so expensive. So it didn't really feel like much of a saving. Right, that should be enough. No one appears to want to open this door. We've been waiting a while. Someone come change this door. What are my priorities? Right, that's no longer needed. Are they all sweeping? That's a priority 5. This is priority 9. You can go through there, up there. There is a route here, errands. Unreachable. Can you not reach the bottom? Do you have to unlock it from the bottom tile? Current errand. Right, come on. Come open this door. Okay, right. Someone wrangle this dude. Required skill not learned. One of them can do it though. This one. That's the issue. They're dropping it off where they're picking it up. Right, boom. Find somewhere to do it. Just don't pick a door. Because there's uranium ore here as well. Aha! Perfect. They picked right here in the middle. Right, and then please someone move the other one to there. Find somewhere to do it, just not the door. Yes. Are you guys still trying to power yourself? I think I'm just going to leave that disconnected till we get this nuclear reactor up and going. Right. Okay, let's try and move the other uranium. What time is it? We've got a bit of time. Uranium ore, priority 9. Copy settings. Uranium ore, priority 9. Sweep only. I want about 10 tons in each one of these rooms. That one's going to try and find a room. Hopefully. Maybe. I think it has to reach the age of 2.5 years for it to actually do it. About 10 tons we're looking for. Might as well put the other one in there. Why have they all stopped? Are we out? No, it's there. Priority sweep number 1. Make sure everything here is swept. There might be quite a bit in here. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, this is probably where it's all going to be. How much enriched uranium is this holding? About 2 tons. Very decent. Oh, look, they broke into this next bit. So they might actually start expanding the area if they can break through. That's rust. Dirt. I want to get in here. Very temporarily. Right, put the rest in the other one. Perfect. Right, let's dig that out for them. And then that will let them get down here. And then maybe if you put a couple doors in. They should hopefully put extra in these areas. They might not like this, but let's hope they don't mind too much if we just go in there and start changing and terraforming their area. How much is that? 7? Ah, look, perfect. See, they won't climb up or down a tile. Right, okay. Let's redo that then. Thank you, by the way. Let's, in fact, you don't need that there. And I hope that they just have access to all the uranium ore they could want. There's a lot over here. On the other side of this, so we'll get rid of that. There's a lot down here being covered by rust. Yeah, that should be good. About 4 minutes or so. Oh, that one was hurt by something. Have we affected the temperature too much? I'm trying to give them access to as much of this as possible. But this should be decent if we can get them working in this scenario. It's a shame this one filled up with carbon dioxide. But this one should love it. Right. Open door, copy settings. Now these little dudes should make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new ones. Just to try and help prevent. If I build that there, then open it with that. I don't know. We'll just put that there. Right. So now these little dudes here should hopefully start expanding down this area. In fact, we could just enclose this off again. We don't need to be in there. This one up here is working quite well already. I think what I'm going to do now is deconstruct those 2 buildings on both of them. This is still oxygen. Which massively sucks, but... Perfect. Right, I think successful bee moving operation with a super cooling loop. Also, I appreciate that first time chatter. I know I said thanks, but I didn't realize you were first time chatter. I really appreciate that. Successful bee moving operation. So now we can get rid of all of this, and that's where the actual turbine's going to go. Which, thinking about it, we were going to have to vent all of this stuff out anyway to break in and get rid of it. So I guess we just have to put more ventilation around and vent it all out again. But that's fine. That's not a problem. I'm happy with this. And they've already started doing the extra hives down here. And they're essentially just going to start eating all of this uranium. There is some carbon dioxide there, so let's hope that doesn't get out. That might get out. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, look. 2 more hives. That one would eventually figure out where to go. And then they can fly around and get all of the uranium from all over this area. Sweet. Right. That's our 3 hours. So let me bring up, appreciate you, YouTube. I need to go make some food. I got some low calorie buns, which I think just has low carbs in it or something. I don't know. But I've got low calorie buns, 250 grams of mince, and some jerk seasoning. And I'm going to try and make burgers. It won't take long. It will take me like 20 minutes. But I'm going to try and make a burger with preferably low calories. It's going to be cool. In a bit, YouTube. Yeah, I'm very excited to give that a go.